The buzz around KSU and the potential BCS bowl game is palpable. But for the team, the focus is not that far ahead. All this season, the mantra has been MAC championship first and foremost. Right now, they're the 4 seed. Just a week and a half ago, they were the 2, looking at a double bye into the semifinals of the MAC tournament. The only way for you guys to get into the NCAA tournament is to win the MAC tournament, which you guys haven't done in a while. So what are you going to have to do to get past teams like Akron, OU, teams that have given you problems lately? Well, we have a developing story at this hour with the latest in the search for a new basketball coach for the Lady Flashes. Multiple sources are telling TV2 Sports that a new coach has been picked and will be announced later this week. The Pirates looked for their first win in Milwaukee in nearly 2 full seasons. Well, many athletes are superstitious, and Browns guard Eric Steinbach is no exception. Penn State men's basketball team has been hanging in there all season. Now, despite the struggles, they stuck around in the top half of the standings, but slowly and surely they've dropped to the bottom. Big victory for Kent State once again against Army on Saturday as they trounced the Black Knights. Coach Hazel was pretty happy. Let's hear what he had to say. 8 minutes did not prove to be enough for the Kent State wrestling team as they went for 2 overtime matches, and, well, they didn't end in their favor. What do you think is going to be most interesting to watch about this quarterback contest? Is it anyone's game at this point, or do you have a guy in mind?
Now, your TV2 KSU Sports Report.
We have a developing story at this hour with the latest in the search for a new basketball coach for the Lady Flashes. Multiple sources are telling TV2 Sports that a new coach has been picked and will be announced later this week. Now, we do not have a name for you just yet, but for all the updates, follow us on Twitter at TV2 KSU Sports. Now to something a little bit more tangible. The Kent State Golden Flashes baseball team is looking to continue its hitting streak as we speak. The Flashes notched 31 runs in Sunday's contest at Bowling Green. Now, chances are that won't be happening at home against Pittsburgh. Last time these 2 teams met, it was the Panthers who walked away victorious, beating the Flashes 6-5. Now, I just got word that the Flashes turned the tables and beat the Panthers today 6-5. They did have a 5-0 lead in that one. Pitt came all the way back, but Flashes pulled that one out. Now from the diamond to the gridiron, spring practice is just about over, but one of Kent State's new spring traditions is tomorrow. The 2nd annual spring game draft will fill out the blue and gold rosters for Saturday's inter-squad contest. Coach Hazel brought the idea of a draft with him from Ohio State. Seniors will act as captains, and kickoff for the game itself is set for Saturday at 2:30. Now to the guys who get paid for it. Just over an hour from now, the schedules for all 32 NFL teams will be released. The matchups came out quite some time ago, but this is when we find out just when those matchups will take place. Now, I somehow think the Broncos will garner some primetime attention after their acquisition of future Hall of Famer Peyton Manning. Call me crazy. We'll have to take a look at that in just about an hour. Now, when schedules come out, we'll know the near future for all NFL teams. But at the end of the month, the NFL draft will possibly determine the next 10 years for each franchise. Sports Illustrated's Peter King came out with his mock draft today and has the Browns picking skill positions with 2 of their first 3 picks. At number 4 overall, there he is right there. The Browns, Trent Richardson out of Alabama. He's a safe pick. He's a running back, of course, a national champion. Now for their 2nd first rounder at number 22 overall, King has the team addressing the need at offensive tackle with Stanford's Jonathan Martin, and the 3rd Browns pick, he has him choosing 28-year-old quarterback out of Oklahoma State, Brandon Whedon. He may be old, but boy, is he NFL ready. And speaking of Trent Richardson, tragedy struck at his alma mater this week as the BCS championship trophy that he helped win, well, it no longer exists. During some football festivities this week, a current unnamed player tripped on a rug that was under the display case, and the crystal football fell to the floor, shattering into thousands of little tiny pieces. That football was handmade in Ireland and is worth about $30,000. TV2 News will be back after this.
So, you're